Coming to you from the innovative, immersive Hyundai Virtual Next Weather Sphere. This is Next Weather.
And it's a clear and cool night around the region tonight. Let's bring in Tam with that forecast.
Oh, you know what? It is going to be a lovely crisp night. Toss the windows open if you can. We'll get the sunshine back tomorrow. But you know what we really haven't seen much of? The tropics. They have sort of shut down, right? I mean, we ended up having how many storms? 6 storms already this year. And then bam, they just sort of all dissipated. And at this point, we are at the peak of hurricane season. It is today. And from here it goes downhill. It started on June 1st, ends on November 30th. But I want to remind you, last year, the last storm that we had this year was Ferdinand. Last year it was the H storm, Helene, that did all the damage in Florida and that horrible deadly damage in North Carolina. And that was the end of September. So really, you know what? We could see things firing up. Not right now. We're not looking at anything in the Atlantic, but I'm standing on this yellow area. This hatched area is an area of interest, and we could actually see something coming up out of that over the next week or two. So they're keeping a very, very close eye on all of that, which is good, especially this time of year. All right, let's talk about the numbers here. We are looking at temperatures this evening that, believe it or not, are very comfortable. They're near our daytime highs. I mean, take a look at this, 71 in Philadelphia. We have 63 in Pottstown. It's a little bit cooler north and west of the city. Hopewell, you're in the 60s, and down the shore, it's been pretty much in the 60s all day long. But again, these are not far off of what our daytime highs were. So for the most part, it's a cool day, but it isn't a day that is really uncomfortable. I mean, we've seen worse, right? We were about 10 degrees below average today, but for tomorrow, nope, we're going to bounce up to where we should be, which is in the low 80s for this time of year. So get ready for all of that to happen. What we're looking at for the next couple of days is sunshine returning tomorrow, and that'll have the 80s with it. We're going to have a beautiful but boring, and I say boring because it's just going to be beautiful and seasonable with nothing exciting going on for the weekend. And then we're going to have a calm and seasonable stretch ahead of us. Now, the clouds that we had all day, they're finally giving way and moving out of the area. You've been clear for a while up into the Lehigh Valley. It's all because of a system that was sitting offshore. That's moving off to the north and the east. And you can see off to the west, just a little bit of cloud cover. But by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, you should be good and clear. High pressure will settle in. It'll bring in that north wind, which is a little bit cooler. And that's going to be with us. Even though we're going to be seasonable tomorrow, that is going to be the direction of our wind. So this is what we're looking at. We're looking at tomorrow morning being clear. We could see a few high thin clouds in the afternoon. We'll be clear tomorrow night, and then we sail into Friday looking pretty good out there. The next best chance of rain does not move in here until Monday, and it's a tiny chance at that. That could linger into Tuesday, so we're really not expecting much. For tonight, 60 in Philadelphia, 58 down the shore, and 51 for all of you in the Lehigh Valley. We're looking at 82 tomorrow in Philadelphia, 77 down the shore, and 80 in the Lehigh Valley. And the next 7 days, well, they are going to be, well, I call boring and seasonable. Look at this, all in the 80s. And again, the next chance of rain does not really move in until Monday. So enjoy, Yuki. Enjoy while you can.
Will do. All right, Tam, thanks so much.